price of essentials going up. So, the Back to Work program in Connecticut just gave a $1,000 check to the first 10,000 unemployed individuals. About $10 million was allocated for the program. In Florida, some teachers and employers will receive a $1,000 payment. Teachers and first responders were eligible. The one-time payment for workers in Florida was a thank you bonus to those who were working during the crisis. Last year, Georgia paid full-time and administrators $1,000. Part-time teachers received $500. Approximately 230,000 K through 12 teachers and staff were eligible for the payment. The city of Chicago will also be giving $500 to 5,000 low-income families as part of its guaranteed basic income pilot program. The payments are expected to begin this year. Maryland also gave eligible residents payments for $500. According to the Comptroller's Office, a total of 422,000 Maryland residents were eligible to receive these payments. Tell me, everybody, in the comments down below, is your state doing the same thing? Has your state given you a state stimulus check or even a local stimulus check? Tell me in the comments below. So we have some really great news, and it's that Joe Manchin is ready to negotiate again on Joe Biden's Build Back Better bill. The IRS has announced that many Americans are eligible to receive a check worth up to $5,000. Now, the relief payment is coming out very soon, so you want to keep an eye out on this. Everyone, there's a ton of information, a lot of developments that are happening in Congress, and it can be a very confusing time, but remember, I'm here to give you the most up-to-date and reliable stimulus check information, so don't worry about it. The season is starting 17 days earlier than last year. Tax filing season begins Monday. The IRS has said that taxpayers should remember a few things before submitting their returns, as if they want to avoid lengthy delays, especially for those anticipating Now, any errors can slow down processing of the return and sending back a refund. The IRS said to be sure to collect all documents before preparing for your tax return. Included in that are letters the IRS sent out this month related to advanced child tax credits and the third stimulus checks. Now, these letters are very important to have because they tell taxpayers how much they received of each in 2021. And here's the good news. Taxpayers who had a child join their family in 2021 could be in for an additional $5,000 from the IRS via the economic impact payments and the child tax credit. Those payments were automatically sent to people in 2021 based on previous tax returns. But if a family added a child, they would have no reason to report it to the IRS until it was time to file taxes. That means they may have not received any of the monthly child tax credit payments that they were eligible for. Under the child tax credit increase passed by Congress in 2021, those with children ages 6 to 17 will get $3,000. And presuming the parents fell within the income limits, well, that's good, because that's $1,400 from the economic impact payment, which must be claimed as a recovery rebate credit during your tax seasons. Now, this is really great news for many of you because this means more stimulus checks are coming. I know many of you are also wondering about whether you're receiving the maximum benefits from Social Security. Well, the maximum amount of money you can get from Social Security payments just depends on many factors. In 2022, the maximum is around $3,200 a month for someone filing for full age retirement at age 66, but around $4,100 is the highest benefit in absolute terms for those who qualify and delay applying until age 70. So to be entitled to Social Security, you first need 40 work credits or about 10 years of work. Thank you again for your support, everybody. If you have any questions about this, just tell me in the comments down below. Until next time, have a great day.
Thank you so much.
Mr. President, so we're going to...
I'll be happy to talk about this later. I'm going to get into this issue, okay? Thank you so much.
We're going to start by asking Tom Linebarger to offer your thoughts, please, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. President. It's an honor to be
Want to go to the
here.
Supreme Court, Tom?
I'm just going to demur on that one, but it's really an honor to be here. Thank you for inviting me to this event, and I just want to say that.
Come on, guys. Let's move this.
I just wanted to say that I think that climate change is the existential crisis of our time, and I know that I would not want to be sitting in my living room with my kids and grandkids and not say that I made every effort I could to address it. And working at a company like Cummins, which has been an innovator for a long time, I think we can make a big investment and a big effort to address climate change in some of the toughest to abate sections in the economy, trucks, construction equipment, and things like that. And that includes batteries, hydrogen fuel cells, and other important technologies. And we are investing significantly in those. But we can't do it alone. The truth is we need investments. Tax credits in the Build Back Better Act for hydrogen and clean trucks will play a big role in getting all of us to invest in infrastructure and other things that we need to get this going. And I just want to say that I think we're out of time. My view is that we're out of time to protect our climate, and we're out of time to make sure that American companies are the ones that lead the world in these technologies. When we invest, we can win and we can create jobs for our workers here in the United States. That's what we intend to do at Cummins, and I think that's what all of us can do if we invest in climate change technologies now. If we wait, not only do we harm the climate, but we make sure that we're not the winners in global competitiveness. Thank you for allowing me to talk.
As you know, the Build Back Better plan is over $500 billion in climate change initiatives, including the tax credits you referred to. You're one of the world's largest engine manufacturers, and they tell me you have nearly, what, 60,000 employees now? And, you know, you've talked about being raised, I read a little bit out, you talked about being raised by a single mom who worked through school caring for you and your brother. And for your employees and for your mom at home, what is the benefit of the Build Back Better provisions relating to child care? I mean, from a business standpoint.
Mr. President, I would just say that my mom would be incredibly honored to even be in the conversation at this table. Thank you for bringing her up.
Hey, let me tell you something.
She's a big part of my life, and I'm very grateful to her. I know that she's proud of me for playing the role that I'm playing in the economy, and especially for addressing such an important issue as climate change. And you know, I would just say that we're going to make whatever investments we need to do our part. And I really appreciate the efforts of this administration to put the climate first in this Build Back Better Act. And I hope that our leaders can see the future and the importance of the future and the investments that need to be made to make sure climate change is addressed.
Well, Tom, on the part of the program that's referred to as the social spending, what, if there is, if you think there is, what from a business standpoint does the child care, the being able to have the child care tax credit, so you're going to have, instead of paying 14 grand, for example, if you live in New York or wherever, paying half of that, what does that do from a business perspective for you?
At Cummins, we've always been thoughtful about not only how our